What is going on, everybody? It's your boys from the Locker Room Rant, the greatest show on YouTube. If you haven't done it before, hit subscribe right now. We'll wait. Now hit the bell. We'll wait. Thank you for showing your boys some love. Now we can get started with this week's Week 13 preview of the NFL season. Can you guys believe we're already? Doesn't it make you sad that we're in Week 13? This is almost coming to an end, fellas.
Yep.
There's, best time of the year coming to an end. I don't like it.
It's almost coming to an end. In some ways, it's almost just begun.
Yeah, for some of us.
Let's get on to the first game on the slate. This Thursday's game. Cowboys versus Saints. Cowboys are -4.5. Who you like here, Johnny?
Man, I like the Cowboys to cover also. The Saints look like dog shit. They couldn't get anything going on offense. The defense is awesome, but the offense is just, it's stagnant. So I'm taking the Cowboys.
Nico?
I'm actually going to take the Saints here. I think we might be on the precipice of a Cowboys collapse.
What makes you say that?
Someone's telling me. They've lost 2 in a row, correct?
I mean, they did.
Who did they lose to last week?
I think Dak
Chiefs.
Terrible. Yeah.
Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs, and then they lost to the Raiders.
Something's telling me that they're on the precipice of a collapse. I know they scored a decent amount of points last week, but I feel like their offense isn't churning like a well-oiled machine like it was at the beginning of the year. The Saints are at home. I just feel like this could be a Cowboys loss again.
I think like everybody on their team is getting COVID right now. It's like a huge COVID outbreak. Their coach is out.
Them and everyone else.
I'm kind of freaked out because Patrick Peterson actually tested positive for COVID, and we just got done playing them. So I'm hoping that it didn't spill over into San Francisco. But I know McCarthy's out, so I don't know that McCarthy really makes much of a difference. He kind of seems like a puppet, just like a cardboard fucking stand-in. So I don't know. We'll see, but I still have the Cowboys beating the Saints.
I think the Saints are getting Kamara back. Hostile environment playing in New Orleans. I'm gonna go with the Saints. Give me the Saints to win straight up. Defense can get it done, and I think Cowboys are really banged up. And if you're not banged up, you got COVID. So give me the Saints. Moving on to the Buccaneers, Nick. Buccaneers -11 versus the Falcons. Who you got, Nico?
-11 is a weird number. That being said, I am going to go with Buccaneers to cover.
Johnny.
Same. I got the Bucs to cover. I don't see the Falcons. I just don't see the Falcons beating the Bucs.
It's funny you say that.
I feel like this is a matchup that always is a lot closer, though.
I think Matt Ryan does play Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady and Matt Ryan, right? They got something going on over there.
What the fuck's that mean?
You know what I mean? Like it's a competition.
Like,
I don't know.
Are they dating or something?
Giselle out, Ryan in.
No. I think
check out a lot of gossip.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, does Matt Ryan end up being the trap game for Tom Brady when they match up?
Their celebrity name's Brian.
You know what, Nick? It was funny 10 seconds ago. Now you're beating the dead horse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Falcons. I don't think the Falcons will win by all means. I think the Falcons cover. I feel like they always play Brady tough. I don't know if shit. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think the Falcons at home figure out some way to keep this tight. And I think they're going to cover. I think they're going to cover the 11.
The Bucks are a pretty high scoring offense. The Falcons, I don't know that they fucking score more than 17 points.
Patterson, buddy. They just find ways to get Patterson.
Cordell
the ball.
Patterson is the guy.
He is the guy on the Falcons.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Daryl Patterson, guy who's been fluttering around the league for about 7 years, is the guy in LA.
It makes no sense. All right, Johnny, Cardinals -8 to the Chicago Bears. Who do you like?
Man, I would like the Bears to beat the Cardinals. That's what I would like, but I don't think that they can. But you know what? For the sake of everything holy and faithful today, I'm taking the Bears. I want the Bears to upset the Cards at Chicago, an Arizona team coming in confident. I think they shit the bed against the Bears.
Are any of the stars playing for the Cardinals this week? Do you know? Is Kyler Murray playing? Is DeAndre Hopkins playing? Are those guys back yet?
I haven't heard anything about them, but I mean, Kyler Murray, did he play last week?
No.
No, they had a bye, right?
Yeah, I think he missed the last 2 games, and then they had to bye.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be back because I played on a guy in fantasy who had Kyler Murray like 2 weeks ago, and they said he was thinking about playing, but he ended up not playing. I think they were just waiting till after the bye.
That was the same thing 3 weeks ago too. So he almost played 3 weeks ago. He almost played 2 weeks ago. Then they had to bye. He should be back, right?
Yeah. I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm taking the Cardinals to cover. The Bears are bad.
Bears are bad. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Bears are a bad team right now.
Got the red rifle. They got the red rifle. Andy Dalton back there.
Yeah.
Give me the Cardinals. All right, Chargers. The Bolts versus the Bengals. Johnny, who you taking?
The Bengals. They are on a roll right now. The Chargers. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I thought Herbert was going to have a fucking killer season this year, but it has been.
Candidate.
Yep. I mean, fuck off. I know.
With your dark horse, Tom Brady.
I'm getting there. I'm taking the Bengals to cover. I don't think the Chargers can come to Cincinnati and do a damn thing.
Nico.
I'm going to go with the Chargers. I think the Chargers are a good team. I think the Bengals are. Here's my thoughts on the Bengals. I've been a person who's been advocating for the Bengals since the start of the season, but that was to be better than people thought they were going to be. Now I think people are on the opposite side. I think they're thinking they're too good. I think the Bengals are a team that could beat up on a bad team, but I also think the Bengals are a team that will probably lose to a good team. And I think the Chargers are a good team. I'm going to take the Chargers to win.
I'm looking forward to this one. I gotta tell you, this is going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored. I think it's going to be a high scoring affair.
Take the over.
And I'm taking the over and the Chargers to win straight up. I think they have the firepower. They're coming off a bad loss to the Broncos and going across country though, coming here to Cincinnati where it's probably going to be a little chilly. But I think Herbert and the boys come here in a high scoring affair and get it done versus the Bengals, Nick. All right, next game on the docket, the Vikings. What copyright?
Yeah.
Versus the Lions. Vikings are -7. Who you like, John?
I like the Vikings in this one. I don't know if Cook is back. I know he had a shoulder injury versus us, but I still do like the Vikings in this one over the Lions. But it is a division game, so I don't know. Fuck it. I want to change that. I'll take the Lions. Straight up.
Jeez, buddy.
I feel like John picks the Lions an awful lot.
He's gonna.
Dude, they play hard, dude. They're like the hardest. I mean, like Urban's Jags are ass, but like they don't deserve the record that they have. Like I feel like the Lions are a harder. They play better. They play harder, and they can't get a victory. So I'm taking the Lions. They almost beat the fucking Bears last week.
You know what, John?
I'm taking them till they get a fucking win. God damn it!
Taking them until they get a fucking win.
I'm taking them till they get a win.
You're gonna be right eventually. Or will you?
Dude, I might not.
Nick, who you like?
Now,
I'm taking the Vikings. The Lions just don't have. The Vikings are a decent team, and the Lions just don't have the firepower to
but
deal
Kirk Cousins just fucking lined up behind the tackle. The guy is fucking. He sucks. He's like. I mean, look. Nick, you can take the Vikings. I'm not going to hate you for it, but if you know what's good for you, you can take the fucking Lions.
Nah, the Vikings.
Take the fucking Lions.
Vikings are going to win. They're going to cover.
Okay.
Give me Jefferson. Give me Thielen. I know Cook's out. Cook's probably out, I think. Madison. Give me Madison. Madison's a beast. Give me Madison. And I think the Vikings go take care of business. Next up, the Giants versus who, Nick?
I don't know. Wait, did I hear something?
Wait a minute. Yes, that's right. The Dolphins. Dolphins -3. Shocking when I saw this, but I thought it would just be like a pick 'em, like pick which one of these shitty teams is going to win. But Dolphins actually -3. Nick, who you like?
I'll take the Dolphins cover. Obviously it's 3, so covering is not a big jump there. But I think the Dolphins have been playing pretty well. The Giants have been playing well too, but it's been largely one-sided. I think the Dolphins actually have a little more balance on their team.
You just love Dolphins.
I love Dolphins.
He loves Dolphins.
Dolphins are my favorite sea creature.
John,
for many years, Nick had a dolphin hanging from his mirror in his car.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved that. I hated
that thing. I always wondered why it was there. Didn't we have a teacher? Didn't we have a teacher in high school that had a tattoo of a dolphin?
Yeah, it was Del Toro. No, I'm sorry. Maybe he did have a dolphin too, but I know he had a unicorn.
He did not have a unicorn.
He did have a unicorn.
How would you know that he had a unicorn?
Because he was my football coach, and we in lifting practice, he used to live with us, and he used to have a cutoff shirt. And we had this other strength and conditioning coach. He was like an old guy named Frank Ebert, and he'd go, "Hey, Del Toro, you got a little pony on your arm."
Did he used to get pissed?
Kinda.
That's
fucking
funny.
Deserve it. That bullshit.
Del Toro, big jack dude.
Didn't we tell that Josh Showalter to ask him about his tattoo?
I think so.
Anyways.
Remember that kid beat you up?
He whooped my ass. It choked me out. Remember? Someone came over and did the WWE thing, and my arm kept falling. It fell 3 times, and Josh Showalter won the fight.
then he called O'Neal an asshole afterwards.
Yeah. Oh my God, the good old days. John, who do you like in this one?
Definitely. I'm going to take the Dolphins. I don't think that I don't think the fucking Giants have offense. That's a deep. They have a great defense, but right now, man, I'll take the Dolphins. High scoring offense.
Boy, I hate both these teams.
I mean, there's no doubt I hate them both myself, but I'm taking the Dolphins to cover.
When I hate both teams, it literally boils down to would I'd rather meet a giant or would I'd rather meet a dolphin?
So is it which one you're more scared of or which one you'd rather meet?
Dolphin all day. I'd definitely rather hang out with a dolphin than a giant.
What if the giant was Hagrid? Posed a great question, huh?
If the Giants, Hagrid, I'm going Giants. Give me the Giants over the Dolphins straight up because of Hagrid. Let's go. Next game, Eagles -6.5 versus the New York Jets. We'll start with Johnny. Who you like?
I'm going to take the Eagles, man. But yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles, but not to cover.
Nico.
I'll take the Eagles, but only because the Jets are so bad. There's not a team I hate more in the NFL than the Philadelphia Eagles right now. I hate them, and I root for them to lose every single game.
You're basically just.
I'm the one should be rooting for them to lose. Why do you give a shit?
Because I hate that coach.
Nick hates the coach because he's not giving Miles Sanders any rushes, and Nick has Miles Sanders on his fantasy teams.
There's no reason not to. And it's not even just that. It's not even just because it's affecting my fantasy team. It just doesn't make sense.
I am going to go. I can't pick the Jets. I can't pick the Jets.
Yeah, you can't pick the Jets.
I don't like the Eagles either, but I'm going with the Eagles. Freedom.
To cover?
To cover. Colts -9 versus the pesky Texans. Who you like, Johnny?
I like the Colts.
To cover, huh?
Yeah.
Nico.
I have no reason for this, but for some reason, I feel like the Texans are going to pull this one out.
And win. Yeah.
I feel like this could be a Tyrod Taylor game.
I feel like it's going to be a Jonathan Taylor game, and they're going to beat the shit out of the Texans. Jonathan Taylor in a huge game. I'm calling 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Colts pummel the Houston Texans. Next up, the Washington football team versus the Raiders. Raiders are -2.5. Nico, who you like in this one?
I'm gonna take the Raiders to win. To cover. The Washington football team is just not really good right now.
They're not?
Why not?
Or did they just win 2 in a row?
Why not? You
just
still don't believe in Curtis Samuel?
Wait, is it 3 in a row?
I don't believe in them without Chase Young.
Why? They just beat Seattle. They won.
They
I don't
beat
think Seattle's very good.
They beat Tampa Bay, then Carolina, then Seattle.
And then Seattle. That's 3 in a row. Tic-tac-toe, motherfucker. Pick them.
I'm going to take the Raiders.
Jeez, John. Nick's calling the Raiders. Johnny, how about you?
I'm telling you guys, I'm riding this Washington football team. I'm going to go with the Washington football team.
The long trip west.
I see the.
It is a short
Buccaneers
week for
game.
Washington, but I still think that they can upset Las Vegas at home.
I see the Buccaneers game as an aberration. I see the Panthers game as just kind of Panthers aren't really
What?
that good.
Support that with what?
They're
Why?
not really good either.
He can't support it, John, because he doesn't know.
They're not good either.
Nick, all I hear out of your mouth is
Wouldn't it be funny if the light just fell
But
again?
I have to be honest. I have to be honest. When Chase Young got hurt, I haven't really paid attention to Washington.
there it is.
But I'm pretty confident that they're not going to make the playoffs.
Shut up, Nimsy.
I'm pretty confident that they're a bad team. And I don't care if they win 3-0.
I'm going to take
You
the
think
Raiders.
that the Raiders
just
break
because-
that?
I do.
They can. The Raiders can put up points. Fellas.
I would
They
love for the Raiders not to do that because that helps the Browns out. But
Yeah, I like the Raiders to win this. I think Washington traveling out west on a short week. Mr. Carr and the boys. I think Renfro and newly acquired Deshaun Jackson looked good last week against the Cowboys. I think they could pass all over the Washington football team, and I'm going with the Raiders to cover at home. Jaguars at the Rams. John, who you got?
I do. The Rams right now they're kind of suspect, right? I think Stafford's dealing with something right now. They have no established run game. It would make me fucking ecstatic if this was just about any other team. But because it's the Jags, I'm going to take the Rams to cover.
Yeah, whenever your team is feeling down or looking bad, the perfect medicine is always the Jacksonville Jaguars. Nick, who you like?
I'm going to take the Rams, but not to cover.
Why not, though?
Because here's the reason. The Jags are terrible, but I think James Robinson is good enough to be able to carry the load on offense, and he's good enough to be able to, at the very least, kill clock and not allow a ton of points to be scored on you. I think the Jaguars' defense are not terrible. So I don't see a huge blowout. I see like a 10-point victory for the Rams.
You think that Trevor Lawrence remains upright with that offensive line, with that defensive line on that offensive front?
He may not, but I mean, I don't think that really matters.
It does, because that puts the ball back in Stafford's hands, giving them every opportunity to cover.
Here's the thing. I don't know if I've ever said it, but I don't think Matthew Stafford is in that elite class of quarterbacks.
No, you and I had this conversation a long time ago, and I agreed with you. I didn't think he was elite.
Like, he's
but
never done anything in his career to prove that he's elite.
That's because he's been playing with the fucking Lions.
Yeah, he also had one of the best weapons for a large portion of his career. But then there was just a running back here and there. They weren't a balanced team. The problem with the Rams right now is that they never had a run game. Still don't. Well, I mean,
what do you mean never?
Under McVay, I don't think he's ever had a good running back. Todd Gurley has been, I think his knee problem started under McVay, right?
Yeah, the first year, the first or second year when they went to the Super Bowl.
When they made that Super Bowl, yeah.
Didn't he win MVP one year?
Gurley?
I don't know if he won MVP or not. I think he was the league leading rusher.
I really hate to see the guy's career,
He might have been MVP. I don't know. But
I think he was the highest paid back at one point in time.
Yeah, but I think that was after that. I think that was after.
I mean, all right. So
yeah, I don't like Stafford. Stafford to me is not among the elite. He's on that upper echelon of quarterbacks when you're entering the elite, but I don't think he's a guy that
that
can
conversation with like Cousins, Tannehill, put him in that category.
I think he might be a little better than those guys.
He's better than those guys.
Yeah,
I think he is too.
Yeah, he's a little better than those guys, but not much.
All right, Tony, what do you?
Yeah, I got I got Cooper Kupp going nuts. I got Cooper Kupp going ape shit versus them Jags. I see Jalen Ramsey, a little bit of a revenge type game for him, even though it's at the Rams. I see Jalen Ramsey getting some shit, getting some stats in there, maybe a pick or two. And I see the Rams all over the Jaguars. The Rams have been down, like we said, and the best cure for that is bring in the Jags, turn the season around real quick. Ravens -3.5 versus the Steelers. I'm actually really looking forward to this for some reason. Nico, who you got?
I need the Steelers to win. I need the Steelers to win this game. I hate to root for the Steelers, but it's what has to happen. Man, I could see this go either way because I really don't like either of these teams. I don't think either of these teams are very good. I don't even think the Ravens are good. I know their record's fine, but I don't think they're very good. That team could easily be 5-6. They could easily be that. You know what? I'm gonna go with my heart here, and I'm going to pick the Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to win this game. I think the Steelers. I think the Steelers are not going to be like the Browns were, and they're not going to be bashful. They're not going to be bashful about rushing and like that. They've seen that it worked. It worked with Miami. It worked with the Browns in certain circumstances. Browns rushed a lot more than they did in any other game.
They could die.
The Steelers are just going to fire at them.
You do know that tune is when you just start fucking rambling, and it just doesn't stop.
He loves it. He loves being able. He takes pride in being able to block that out and to continue talking. He takes.
I do.
We talk about it. Like every time I talk to him on the phone, I'm like, how do you do that? And he's like, I take pride in talking over that stupid sound. It's unbelievable. I don't know how he does it. I could never do that. And I don't think anyone normal could ever do that. But somehow our friend Nick, we found the one unnormal person. John, who you like in this?
The Ravens. I got the Ravens winning this one. Maybe not quite to cover, but I do have the Ravens to win this.
I'm taking the Ravens as well. I think the Steelers are in a very bad place right now. I think they're just trying to get through the season. Big Ben's going to retire. And then bring on Deshaun Watson to take the helm as the Steelers' next quarterback and to take them to the promised land.
Why not? One rapist to the other. No, so
why not Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh?
Because Russell Wilson doesn't rape people. Deshaun Watson does.
Here's the thing.
Oh my God!
I think
Jesus.
I've been saying this.
Oh my God!
I've been saying this for years, and this is why I think I'm smarter than NFL
Is the
coaches.
music still fucking playing?
All
bro?
you have to do is just
No, wait. Nick is going to tell us why he's smarter than most NFL coaches. Go ahead.
because
Nick.
all you have to
this-
do to stop that idiot Lamar Jackson is fire people at him. He's not a good passer. He can't beat you with his arm alone. If you take away his legs, and the only way to take away his legs is to rush him relentlessly, you're not going to give him time to be able to think. And he's going to make mistakes.
Buddy, I've never heard anything more perfect in my life. You are perfectly correct, and you're the best. You're the best at what you do.
I heard nothing. I heard a bunch of
Everything
I heard
everything you
nothing.
everything you heard, John, was correct. Moving on. 49ers -3.5 to the all of a sudden shitty Seattle Seahawks. John, we'll start with you. This is your game. Who you like?
Nothing fucking makes me happier than seeing this team fall apart. I mean, they have owned us for the better half of a decade. And we've had some good victories here and there in between. But right now, this fucking team is cooked. I'm nervous in a sense though, because they kind of got our number in a sense. And we always, it's always a good game, right? And I feel like this game should be flexed into Sunday night. Okay. I feel like it should be flexed because the Dolphins Giants is a shit show. There are games that I think that people would rather see. And right now I think that the Sunday night game should be Niners Seahawks, but it's an afternoon game. It is what it is. I'll live with it. But I got the Niners winning this, and they're going to cover. I believe that Jamal Adams, that whole trade will go down as a fucking dumpster fire for Seattle. And I just think that Russ right now he's in a bad place. I think he's here and now in Seattle, but his mind has already moved on to something else, somewhere else. He's already mentally, prepared to move on. And Pete Carroll may have chewed his last wad of fucking gum as a Seahawks coach. I will continue to hope that he chokes on it someday. But I don't know. I do not wish that he dies. Just a little choke. Just stop chewing your gum like a fucking horse, right? But I'm going to be pretty excited Sunday when the 49ers beat the Seattle Seahawks, putting them at 3-9.
I think that sound effect it's just I don't know what it is about your voice.
It's probably a copyright. It's probably a copyright.
Don't get me wrong. Probably a copyright. It hasn't showed up yet though. Over 20 some episodes. So
that's true. That's true. Maybe it's on the exempt list.
But for some reason your voice and that sound effect just goes perfect together.
I don't know why.
Nick, can I get a?
I'm trying to say, does Miley Cyrus sound like me when I speak? Is that what you're trying to say, bro?
No, it's just that song, that tune goes perfect with you. And the fact that you get mad about it makes it even better.
I fucking hate that song.
Nick, go ahead.
Don't you hate that song, Steve?
I'm going to take the 49ers to cover. That being said, it's at Seattle, notoriously tough place to play. And this is a rivalry game. This is a bitter rival. So things can go out the window. I will take the 49ers to win, but if they don't, I will probably be able to hear John from my house.
Oh, you can fucking bet. This motherfucker will be on my shoulder when I fucking take out half of this.
If something doesn't happen in the way that it should, I think we're going to have to do like some checks on John.
Don't check on me. Watch the news.
He owns a lot of guns.
What? No, don't bring that shit into this. No one said nope. Nobody said anything about that. Just watch the fucking news. It's gonna be a crazy fucking 49er fan with this little Funko dude glued to his shoulder. Guy raised fucking hell. I mean, total anarchy. It's gonna be great.
I'm going. What happened last? Jimmy G got hurt in the first half. Then Trey Lance came in. The game was close in the first half. Then Trey Lance came in second half, and Seattle kind of blew it open. So Jimmy G being in there the whole game. Seattle really not feeling themselves right now. I'm going with the 49ers as well. No Debo scares me. That's their biggest weapon. You got Eli Mitchell back there.
That's the face. That's the face that I want him to make on Sunday. I love that picture.
I'm going 49ers. 49ers to cover. Nico, Broncos, Chiefs -10. Go ahead.
It seems kind of a lot after the Broncos' big win last week. I'm going to say Chiefs not to cover.
Chiefs not to cover.
No, I think the Broncos have a pretty decent run game with Williams and Gordon. I think their defense isn't too bad.
No, I actually like the secondary in Denver.
Yeah, so
the addition of Kyle Fuller there, I like the secondary there. That being said, it seems like Kansas City kind of found their legs. They got them under them. They're moving in the right direction. Go ahead, Nick. I interrupted. Make your pick.
You didn't. I already made my pick. I said Chiefs not to cover.
Not to cover.
Yep. I could see this game being like Broncos 14 or Broncos 10 to like Chiefs 20, Chiefs like somewhere around there. And I feel like it could be within 10 points. Like Chiefs score anywhere from 20 to 28, and Broncos score anywhere from 10 to 17.
I'll take the Chiefs not to cover also.
Nick, the math you were just doing is telling me that you think they're going to cover.
No.
But
I think there's a chance.
But there's going to be a
chance they cover. I think there's a chance they cover, but I think it's more likely that they don't.
I'm not going to pick the Chiefs to cover the 10 points, but I will predict the score to be Broncos 10, Chiefs 20 to 28.
Yeah,
14, 21.
I said I think the Broncos will score anywhere from 10 to 17 points. And I think the Chiefs will score anywhere from 20 to 28 points. Yes,
you never said that in your first spiel, okay,
yes,
pal?
If there are probabilities in there where it's going to be over 10 points. I think it's probably going to be within that 10 points.
Okay.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Give me. I just wish Melvin Gordon
Oh,
wasn't.
shit.
I wish Melvin Gordon wasn't there. Like, give Williams. Is this the last year on his contract with the Broncos?
I think so.
Because man, that Williams is going to be something else next year, or whenever Gordon leaves. Give me 10's a lot, bro. Divisional game,
Mhm.
10's a lot, bro. Give me Chiefs to win, Broncos to cover. And the showdown everyone's been waiting for, the Monday Night Madness. The Patriots versus the Bills. Bills -3. John, who you like?
Man, this one's kind of the Bills at home have not proven to be like extraordinary and taking advantage of the home field advantage. But the Patriots are on a fucking run right now, man, and they look really good. I will take the Bills in this one, but not to cover. I feel like this game is going to be. I don't know, man. I don't know. This could
a
go
1 or
into
2 point game?
overtime. Nah, it could be. -3 is basically they're just giving the Bills 3 because they're at home. So I mean, it's really a fucking. It's a toss up. The Patriots are playing really good right now, and the Bills did lose White, and that passing game right now, they're spreading the ball around. So look out for Bourne. He's going to attack that secondary. I'm going to take the Bills, though. I believe that the Bills have to win this. I really do believe that the Bills need to win.
If they want a chance at the division, they better win.
Fuck the division right now.
Nick.
The whole league is in shambles right now.
I gotta tell you, this Patriots team, this reminds me of Bill Belichick in the early 2000s.
Shut the
This team.
Shut up, Mimsy.
This team reminds me of an early
I agree.
2000s Belichick team.
I agree with you.
This is exactly the type of team Bill Belichick likes. And I'll tell you why. It takes away the biggest strength of a team, and it forces you to beat it another way. It can do that. If you're a running team, it will take away the run. If you're a passing team, it will take away the pass. Especially if you're a deep passing team, it'll take that away. I think that's what the Bills are. I don't really think they have a different way to play. I think if the Bills want to win, I think they have to overwhelm you that way, and I don't know if they can do it over the Patriots. I'm actually going to take the Patriots.
I feel like I was just talking about this today with a Patriots fan that I work with, Todd. He's going to come on the show at some point. Not tonight, obviously, but he wants to come on with us. He watched the locker room rant last week and loved it. So Todd's going to come on with us. He loves Patriots, loves Boston Celtics, and I told him my buddy Nick, he'll talk some Celtics about Mr. Jalen Brown. But I was talking to him today, and I said, you know what? This team does remind me of Tom Brady's first Super Bowl run. You didn't know who Tom Brady was at the time. The defense was outstanding, which this defense is outstanding. And you didn't know any offensive players. There was no offensive studs on that team, on Tom Brady's first Super Bowl team. I mean, really, his first couple Super Bowls, he never had a stud. No wide receivers that you can. Who did they have? Troy Brown.
I think was number one.
I think Troy Brown was like a converted cornerback that they made.
Nah, I don't think he might have been. I don't know. Yeah, no. The thing with those Patriots team is you didn't really know anyone.
No,
Not
that's
even
how.
on not even on the defense. I mean, you kind of knew Teddy Bruschi over the course of a couple of years. You kind of knew Willie McGinnis over the course of a couple of years. But honestly, besides for Willie McGinnis and Teddy Bruschi, I can't name anyone on that defense. And besides for Troy Brown, I can't name anyone on that. Richard Seymour. But other than that, I can't really name anyone on their offense either, other than Troy Brown. Maybe Corey Dillon. Did they have him?
At some point, they had him.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
Yeah, this is the thing. I don't even know when. I don't even know when they had Corey Dillon. But it was just a bunch of people who just they were efficient at playing together, and they were able to be whatever you wanted them to be, and they were never really like super flashy, but they take away your best thing that you had.
Yeah, and I feel like
do you think it's more McDaniels, or do you think that it's got Bill? Do you think Bill dabbles in there as well?
No, this is a Belichick team.
This is exactly how he wants. I think this is exactly how all coaches want it. They want no-namers that have a lot of talent. So, when you get those Odell Beckhams and big names like that, they want to do it their way.
They don't hold on to people either. They move on, man. That's one thing I've noticed. The Bills, the Patriots don't hold on to favorites. You know what I mean? They cut you loose, man. They get the productivity that they need, and then they move on. And I think that's kind of how you want it to be, right? I mean, you keep the salary cap. You give yourself every opportunity to sign a big name free agent. And you kind of just reload, you're never in a rebuild, so to speak. Bill's good at it. I don't know that this would be in comparison to an early Patriots team, an early 2000s. I think this is more of like
exactly like that.
Look, I don't think anyone really thought that Mac Jones was going to come in his first season and have like have this great. I guess he settled into the system a lot sooner and a lot more comfortable than most people thought he would. And that honestly, I guess, and you guys told me Kendrick Bourne was a nobody and he didn't matter and he was this, that, and the other thing, but he's proven to be pretty unique and versatile in that system right now.
I mean, I think Kendrick Bourne's a Troy Brown. Kendrick Bourne's your perfect Troy Brown.
Was Troy? I don't remember Troy Brown being consistent and reliable.
He was consistent as shit.
I feel like Kendrick Bourne.
He was consistent.
I feel like Kendrick Bourne has like
yards.
Gives me Danny Amendola vibes.
They had Antoine Smith as the running back.
Mm-hmm.
Which he had 1,157 yards, 12 touchdowns. Pretty good year.
Not bad.
And then they had Troy Brown, David Patton, old man Terry Glenn at the time. I mean, they had nobody.
Let's talk about it for a second. Do you guys have Super Bowl favorites right now? Do you think the Patriots could make a run?
I definitely think the Patriots can make a run.
Tony? Maybe a divisional game and get eliminated. A division championship.
I think the Patriots can make a run because they're versatile. Like I said, they could take if you're a running team, they can take away the run. If you're a passing team, they can take away the pass.
Playoffs.
You have to be
playoffs.
Playoffs. You have to be malleable in your team orientation to be able to beat them. You have to be able to pass and run. And there's not too many teams that are like super efficient at doing both.
When you ask me that question, could they make a run? I'm going to say yes, but not based on how good they are, but how average everyone else is in the AFC. I think they're right up there with, the Chiefs are just not what they were. The Ravens aren't really that. They're not unbeatable. There's no unbeatable team in the AFC. So if you ask me, do they have a chance? Absolutely, but it's not because of how great they are. It's about how average the whole AFC is right now.
Okay.
As far as this game goes, I'm going to take my Bills just because they're my Bills, but and it really is a toss up. But I'm giving. Listen, if anyone on this panel respects the fucking Patriots, it's this guy. If you go back to our show where we made our predictions about who was going to win the divisions and all that, I was damn near spot on with the AFC, the entire AFC. Let's not talk about let's not talk about the NFC. Let's not talk about the NFC because I was way off my fucking rocker with those picks. But I had New England winning the division, Buffalo taking a wild card. I had the Ravens winning the division. I think Pittsburgh taking the wild card. I had the Colts.
Tony, to be honest with you, we all had. Well, Tony and I had the Browns in the North. You and I both had the Colts. I had the Bills in the East. You took the Patriots. In the West, we both took the Chiefs. And then the NFC was a shit show for all of us.
Yeah,
Oh.
I respect New England. I think they can, I just respect them. I'm not saying that they're the best team in the AFC. I don't think anybody even knows right now who the best team in the AFC is. 12 weeks into the year, there's still no clear favorite, and that bodes well for those teams on the skirts, on the outskirts looking in. Nick, your Browns. I mean, there's still a prayer. There's still a prayer. I'll tell you one thing: the Titans are very lucky that they got off to such a hot start.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason they might squeak into the playoffs, because the Colts are going to catch them in the division. Now, whether they get a wild card or not, I don't know, but they're very lucky they got off to that hot start. Because if they didn't, if they would have lost maybe a few of those games, they would not be making the playoffs. They're kind of a dumpster fire right now.
I think there's a solid chance that the Titans don't even make the playoffs.
We'll see how the next few weeks goes, but who you guys? What's your here coming up on week 13? Let's do your Super Bowl predictions. Who do you like playing in the Super Bowl this year?
I would say Patriots versus Packers.
I think that was a 1996, 97. 97 Super Bowl?
Maybe.
Brett Favre.
Who the hell did the Patriots have that year?
I think they had Drew Bledsoe.
Did that guy ever make us? I never. For some reason, I think I remember that now. Actually.
Anyways,
but yeah, that's my Super Bowl prediction. I think in the NFC, it's when it comes down to it, I think Rodgers is gonna run the gauntlet and make the Super Bowl, and then I do think the Patriots are the best team in the AFC right now.
Okay. Patriots, Packers. John, who you like?
Oh, man, I don't know. I really don't know. I want to say my Niners have a shot. I really do.
I feel like this is Celebrity Jeopardy.
No, it's not Celebrity Jeopardy.
I'm Trebek. Like literally,
if I had to pick
any two teams.
Literally, any two teams.
Yeah.
Any two teams. There's no wrong answer.
No.
Nuts and the Bulls.
I want to say it's it's a Niners Patriots Super Bowl. But I don't know, man. It's too soon for me. I can't give you my prediction. I don't have one.
We're pretty confident about that.
I'm confident about my team right now. I think we're on the right path.
Man, if the 49ers lose to the Seahawks, this is just setting up. John. If the 49ers lose to the Seahawks this week, woo!
I mean, we're a game behind the Rams.
I tell you,
you realize that, like, if for what fucking if something crazy were to happen that the Jags beat the Rams, right? It's amazing, really. The NFC West was a dumpster fire a month ago, and now look, like I said, the fucking Seahawks play the Niners tough every time. I mean, it's always a good game, but right now there's something going on in Seattle, man, and I don't think that they get it right versus a hungry 49ers team that is really, really working their asses off.
John,
Super Bowl pick. I don't have.
Who do you like in the Super Bowl? You just refuse.
I don't.
He said 49ers Patriots.
I would like it to be a 49ers Patriots Super Bowl.
Really? Would you like that? What happens if Mac Jones goes nuts?
I just look. We have a habit of going to the Super Bowl. I didn't say we win them. Okay, we're getting there, man. We were at the Har Bowl. We were there with 2019 with the Kansas City Chiefs. We get there.
What happens if Mac Jones goes nuts, and those rumors about how Shanahan really wanted Mac Jones comes out, but the front office made him take Trey Lance?
And if we get there and we lose to the Patriots, if we get to the Super Bowl and we lose to a Patriots team, I believe you will hear those controversial rumors, buddy. But all jokes aside, I can't right now. It's too soon. Let's visit this in like week 15. Tony, do you see the Bills? Do you see the Bills?
There's no wrong answer.
Do you see the Bills?
No, something will happen. As a fan, you just wait for it. Something will happen. Something will happen. I'm gonna probably pick AFC. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I think they're very, very well coached, and as long as Lamar stays healthy, that's all they really need to win games. And they'll probably get home field advantage throughout the playoffs if they're going at this pace. So I'm going to go with the Ravens, and then in the NFC. In the NFC, I'll probably
You're gonna take the Bucs.
I'll probably send the Bucs back. I'll probably send Brady and the Bucs versus Lamar and the Ravens. I think that'd be an entertaining Super Bowl.
So you're going with John's dark horse of the Buccaneers.
John's super duper dark horse.
The former last year's Super Bowl champions.
Nick, you get a kick out of that, right? You could be a former champion and go into the next season as someone's dark horse.
Yes.
It's hard to repeat, bro.
Every other team, maybe besides for one, that's the team that went into the Super Bowl, is every other team's eligible for dark horse status.
Did you ever see We Are Marshall, John?
Yeah. But it was a long, long time ago.
You know the premise, though, like the team plane went down?
No, I don't remember. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't remember
the team.
I don't remember the team plane. I remember Alive went down. That was a whole different movie.
John loves
That's the only movie. That's the only.
I'm surprised that wasn't one of John's top 5 Christmas movies.
No, it's not a Christmas movie.
I came in like a